Hey guys, Ann Pisarik here. I've gotten a lot of questions the last few days about weighting grades in Schoology and how that will transfer over to PowerSchool. So I wanted to show you guys the basics of what we've figured out so far. Please remember that this is new for us as well, so nobody has tried this connection with PowerSchool yet. It is happening in other districts, so we're getting this information based off of what other districts have done. As we go through the term and kind of figure out what works the best and what doesn't work, or if we run into any issues, or if you guys have questions that we can answer for you, we will pass all of that information along to you so that you always have the most up-to-date information about what works in Schoology. So the basics of what we've started out with so far. This is a class I'm teaching first term, Sculpture and Ceramics. So I've gone to and opened up that course through my courses heading here. And I'm going to choose Gradebook over on the left-hand side. Once you choose Gradebook, this other section down here, this Gradebook setup will show up. And that's where we're going to go to start creating our categories that we can then weight. So we're at grade setup up here up top. You can add as many categories in Schoology as you would like. So we're going to add a few here. Click on the Add button. You can name them whatever you want. So we're going to go homework. We're going to do total points. I don't want any of that. So first I'm going to make all of the categories that I want, and then after I'm done doing that, I will weight them. We'll do one for projects, and we'll call this one tests. So I've purposefully made more categories than are available in PowerSchool, and I'll show you how that's going to work later. So first of all, we've made all of our categories, and now we want to weight them. So let's checkbox this right here. We're going to have classwork worth 25. Again, you guys can do whatever you want for this. Homework worth 10. Participation 15. Projects 25. And tests 25. Okay, so obviously you want to make sure that that all adds up. And we're done with this right here. Okay, so now we want to figure out how this is going to go to PowerSchool. All right, and in PowerSchool, we're going to go to that PowerSchool app on the left-hand side. This is pretty much the only thing you will need to do, as far as I know, using this app. So we're going to go to Configuration up here at the top. And we are going to customize grade category mapping. So we're going to checkbox that. And what this is going to do is it's going to tell us the different categories that we have in Schoology and where they're going to go in PowerSchool. So one of the bummers is that we cannot change these PowerSchool categories. These are going to stay, and they're going to show up that way in PowerSchool all the time, no matter what we name them in Schoology. But we can still weight them. So we need to go to our Schoology course categories. So these are the categories that we just created, and we're telling them what we want them to be. So homework, I have a homework one, so that's homework is going to show up as homework in PowerSchool. I'm also going to add participation into this as well. So if you remember, I have homework worth 25%, and I have I have homework worth 10% and participation worth 15 in Schoology. That adds up to 25%. Okay, so I'm saying my total percentage here is going to be 25% homework in PowerSchool. So I'm going to add these other ones. So quizzes, I don't have a quiz category. But I'm going to call quizzes classwork. So classwork is going to show up in the quiz category in PowerSchool. I will set that PowerSchool gradebook up to be quizzes 25% because the classwork category in Schoology was 25%. I have tests and I have projects. So I've changed the weighting on these in Schoology. Okay, so what you want to make sure of is that they still add up to being the same. So if you're going to put 2 categories from Schoology into 1 category of PowerSchool, it needs to add up to the same percentage. All right, that is all I have for you today. One more reminder that you do need to go into your PowerSchool and set up your weights with these 4 categories only in PowerSchool at the beginning of the term, just like you normally would. That should be the only time that you ever need to go into PowerSchool if you are using the Schoology gradebook. Like I said before, make sure that you keep in touch with the Schoology updates, and we will let you know if we run into any issues and as we figure out kind of the best practice of the way things work. So thanks for listening. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.